Good afternoon, peeps. Better late than never. Meant to do this before I went out, but like anything else, we were flying out the door. Quick outfit of the day for you. Got the vest top on, the long line vest top today. These are from Matalan. I think they're about £4.50 at the moment. I get hauls of these frequently throughout the year because I wear them under everything, and even I'm a little bit conscious obviously because I'm a bit bigger, like round the middle. So even like the shorter tops, I always just pop one of these on just round the mid area. Leggings obviously, and the old favourite, the little Catch Me cardigan, balloon sleeved. Love it, literally live in it. This is the mocha, the brown, and I don't know if you can see there, I've got the Adidas, or Adidas if you want to be down with the kids, trainers on with the brown stripe, ironically, which wasn't paired or matched up, but it makes it look like I've made an effort. I've been stopped again today in this cardigan. I think if you saw my other video the other day, I got stopped 3 times in the supermarket the other day wearing it, and then somebody stopped me today. So for anybody that wants one, I'm going to put the link down there again. They come in loads of different colours. I think some of the colours are starting to sell out pretty fast now because it keeps coming up on my showcase thing. So if you want one, then probably just go grab one while they've still got some. But while we're on the subject of today, I will just share my, quite frankly, harrowing experience over lunchtime. So, and I'm going to say, is it just me? Okay, and if it is, that's fine. But I just think things at the moment are just so much harder than they need to be. So, set the scene. Today we goes out, got to go into town, got some jobs to do, needed to call to mum and dad's, so I'll take the kids to the park. As per usual, this morning we were busy doing our stuff, and it kind of got later than I realised it was. We went out, we were in town, we got our jobs done, and my little boy was like, oh, I'm hungry, when we're having dinner. And I was like, oh, bugger, didn't realise it was dinner time. So I did something that we don't really do very often nowadays, because obviously it costs an absolute bloody fortune. But we're in town, and I was like, do you know what? To save us having to go home, have all the rigmarole of dinner, then the trauma of getting all our shoes and everything back on to come back out, let's just really quickly grab something while we're out. So, some may think enjoyable, others who've been out and eaten with kiddies will know it's just like hostage negotiation. So we goes into this cafe, bog standard cafe, pretty bog standard menu, didn't foresee any great issues or problems arising from said cafe. We found a table that both of the kids were happy with. They found seats that they were both happy with. The positioning of the seats around the table, they were both happy with. We're on a winner. So he sits down, gets a menu. Now, before my daughter could read, I could kind of sift out the expensive bits and just tell them, like, ham sandwich, cheese sandwich, etc., etc. But she can read really well now, so she reads the menu for herself. So she notices, as she's perusing the menu, that they do basically a chicken nugget and salad wrap, but it's called a chicken Goujon wrap. So she says, oh, can I get this? It comes with chips. So my little boy's like, oh yeah, I want the chicken nuggets in the thing with the chips. But neither of them are that much struck on wraps. So they said, oh, can we just have it just in like a bread cake or in bread? So I was like, yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. So we negotiated on the drinks because I refused point blank to buy like the fruit shoots and stuff, because they're about 30 quid for one when you can get like 10 at Aldi for like £1 or something ludicrous. So we decide on the drinks, we're going to share a pot of tea, and gets up to the counter, and obviously I'm watching where the kids are and everything. That's all fine. They're really good, so that's fine. So that's not a problem. So I gets up to the counter and I says to the person serving, I start off strong with just something really obvious. So I'll get mine out the way first. Chicken mayo sandwich. Yeah, no problem. Pot of tea for 3. Yeah, no problem. And then I edge ever closer to the Goujon Gate, as I'm going to now call it. So I says to her, the chicken Goujon wrap, could I have 2 of those? But instead of having it in a wrap, because it's for the kids, they don't really like wraps. So can they have it in a bread cake or bread? And she went, oh no, I'm sorry. I won't be able to do that. So I said, all right, why's that? She says, there's no button on the till for it. So I said, all right. So she said, the only button on the till is the wrap. So I said, well, could you be, because they were writing the things down. I mean, it's not like, they're not fully technical, because she's writing things down, because I'd seen her write things down and pass it to the kitchen when I was queuing. So I said, well, can't you just ring it in as a wrap, but then write on the pad and just say to them in the kitchen, could you just put it on a bread cake or bread? And she went, oh, well, I won't be able to do that. And I said, well, why not? And she said, well, because then I would have charged you wrong, because I would have charged you for a wrap, but you would be getting a bread cake or bread. So I was like, right, okay. So I thought, I really do not want to go back to the table and have to get back into hostage negotiations over the menu again. My little boy is very, very passionate about his food. The other day, because I got him a chocolate biscuit instead of a chocolate chip biscuit, he accused me of ruining his childhood memories because the biscuit was wrong, okay? Again, to people who are watching this who don't have children, I know that that seems unbelievable, but to a 5-year-old, and now to me as his mother, I've now ruined a childhood memory over flavouring in a biscuit. I didn't want to ruin his childhood memory over Goujon wraps, so I'm going to do everything I can to avoid going back to that table. So I did something that, being from Yorkshire, I would never normally ever do. So this tells you how desperate a situation this is now spiralling into. I said to the woman, what about if you ring it through as the wrap, but I can't even believe I'm saying this, I pay extra for you to ring in a bread roll. And she said, I can't do that either. So I said, well, why not? She said, because we don't have bread rolls as extras. We only have side orders. We have chips, we have onion rings, we have, I don't know, salad. But we don't have bread cakes as an extra. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I said, right, okay. I said, is there any way that you can do the chicken Goujon with the salad in anything else other than a wrap? And she was like, I'm really sorry. There's just no button for it on the till. I said, right, okay, do you know what? I said, they'll just have a cheese sandwich. I said, you just cheese sandwiches. I said, and I will just get a side order of chips. And she went, yeah, that's absolutely fine. 2 cheese sandwiches. I went, yeah. And then she said to me, do you know what she said to me? She said to me, for the cheese sandwiches, would they like it on white sliced bread, brown sliced bread, malted bread, in a panini, on a baguette, or as a toasted sandwich? I was like, sorry? She was like, would they like it in... I said, yeah, I heard what he said. I said, just bread, just white bread is absolutely fine. Lovely. Do they want tomato with it? Do they want any cress with it? Do they want any onion with it? Salad cream or mayonnaise? I was like, no, just a cheese sandwich. I cannot believe in this day and age that a cafe has buttons on the till for white sliced bread, brown sliced bread, malted bread, paninis, baguettes and toasted sandwiches for a cheese option when for Goujon Gate the only option is a wrap. I swear to God, I headed back to the table. I've now got to break the news to my kids. Luckily the day went fine. The cheese sandwich was good. Have a great day, people.